Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.
Hey guys, trip on this.
Trip.
Check it out. So, 5-year-old Luke Ruehlman kept mentioning the name Pam as soon as he learned to talk. Let's look at this little kid. All right, there he is.
I'm already getting weird vibes from him
All right.
with that little sock.
Young
monkey.
Luke. All right, so his mother said, "Who's Pam?" As any mother would, right? Who the fuck is Pam? Luke said, I used to be Pam. I died. I went to heaven. I saw God, and he pushed me back down. I woke up as a boy, and you named me Luke.
Damn.
What would you do if your kid said some shit like that to you, bro?
At 5?
Right. You'd be like, man, this fool's just playing around, right?
I have no clue, bro.
He got an active imagination, right?
That's
Man.
one hell of an active imagination.
So check it out. His mother then asked,
He must
"Do
have bumped his head is what I would
Right.
ask.
Do you remember how you died?" And Luke answered, "There was a fire, and I jumped off the burning building, a tall building in a big city. I used to walk a lot, and I took the train." His mother said, "Was it Chicago?" Luke answered, "Yes, Chicago. I remember it was in Chicago. When I was a girl, I used to have black hair. I used to have earrings like that." And they were watching a music video, bro. And he saw a black chick.
Yeah.
So his mom said, was that you? Like they started talking about this. Like, so you used to be a black woman in Chicago and you fucking died by jumping out of a goddamn building when it was on fire?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, bro. And he was adamant about this.
9/11, yeah.
This 5-year-old boy. Crazy, right? Okay. I'm trip on this. So she looks it up, and on March 16th, 1993, at 4 a.m., a faulty space heater set a room on fire on the first floor of the Paxton Hotel on Chicago's north side. Do you know where that is, dog?
Yeah.
The Paxton Hotel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The blaze quickly spread to the upper floors, where many of the hotel's 130 residents were trapped. At least 19 people were killed and more than 25 injured. One victim was Pam Robinson. Crazy, right? He was saying he was Pam, bro. A black woman who died after jumping through a window to escape the inferno. Exactly how he said it, right? Let's check out young Pam. Where you at, Pam? There she is.
Pam.
There's young Pam.
Hey.
R.I.P. Crazy.
Shout out, Pam.
All right. So, his mother obtains a photo of Pam and added several fake photos for her son to choose from a lineup. Luke looks at the photos and he goes, "Hey, I know someone I can recognize," and he points to the picture of Pam. So he calls it. So then Pam's family tells Erica that she liked Stevie Wonder and she loved playing the keyboard. Well, this kid walked around with a keyboard and he loves Stevie Wonder, bro.
What the
That's not
fuck?
weird.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
How would he know who Stevie
Yeah.
Wonder is?
So this guy, child psychiatrist, his name is Jim Tucker. He researches reincarnation, and I found his name through this article. And he studied it with Ian Stevenson for over 4 decades, bro, at the University of Virginia. They got a division of perceptual studies. And he says in about 70% of the cases, children claiming to remember past lives, they died from an unnatural cause. So that leads him to believe that trauma of that death, that's why they remember their past life, because they didn't die from a natural cause, because it's in 70% of the cases. He also indicates that the time between death and apparent rebirth is on average 16 months, right? So when you die and you're reborn, typically takes about 16 months on average, and that unusual birthmarks match fatal wounds suffered by the deceased.
Oh, shit.
Crazy, right? So those birthmarks that you have may or may not have followed you from a past life and were your fatal wound.
It's a clue.
Where's yours at?
Under here? Like right here?
Probably got stabbed or shot.
Right? That's what I was thinking. As soon as I saw that, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah.
That is pretty weird.
So
Not weird.
I decided to give it a shot, and this is my theory. This is only a theory of how it might work. So energy is infinite, and we just talked about water having memory, right? So energy is infinite, water has memory, and we're 70% water. There's fetal DNA in maternal plasma. All right? Stay with me. Plasma, along with solid, liquid, and gas, is one of the 4 fundamental elements. Okay? And space is not completely empty. It's a vacuum, excuse me, containing a low density of particles, predominantly plasma of hydrogen and helium, and electromagnetic radiation. So, maybe space is actually the wires of information for a universal network of planets, planes, and dimensions. Does that make sense?
I'm too high for this shit.
Are you following me with that?
I'm following you.
Okay. And plasma transmutes information from quantum to physical. Because you have plasma in space and you got plasma inside the gestational sac, the amniotic sac. Okay. So, now, because energy never dies, perhaps the fetal DNA is reprogrammed in the quantum realm following a person's death. For example, when a solar energy enters the quantum realm, the fetal DNA of the baby-to-be is programmed with memories from the past life for spiritual evolution purposes and to guide his or herself through the next life more efficiently than their previous. You feel what I'm saying? So the memories are transmitted from the past life into the plasma. It's a quantum network. It comes back through the maternal plasma. The baby receives that information. And if it was a traumatic event, they remember more of it. Now, because water has memory, the amniotic fluid receives this information through the maternal plasma, which acts as a medium between the quantum realm and our dimension, much like the plasma in space. The baby then receives this information, which is stored in the water of its cells, and for whatever reason, some children retain more of the download than others. You feel me? So all that information is transmuted from the quantum realm through plasma into maternal plasma. It then is transferred to the baby into the amniotic fluid and stores in the cells, which are made of water, 70%. And for some reason, children retain more of that download than others. That's my summary. I don't know. That's my theory. That's how I'm looking at reincarnation right there.
Yeah, I've heard some similar things. Yeah, that was dope. When you talk about space and the correlation between space and the womb. So yeah, I've heard similar things. So yeah, I think that's dope, bro. Yeah.
My man.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.